How's it going, everybody? Welcome to BODHI. I'm Tamal. This is Casey. We're going to do a 30-minute vinyasa practice entitled Move and Be Motivated. We're going to begin on your back. Once in your back, have your feet wide, knees bent, and knees knocked together. You can take your arms like cactus arms so the sternum, collarbones widen, and the face softens. If you ever see me laying on a beach, it's usually like in this posture, just a full dead bug look. One of the benefits of having your knees together like this is it alleviates the strain in the low spine. Having the arms wide opens up the muscle fibers and the chest muscles all the way into the shoulder heads. We can just breathe a little freer. A little deeper. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply. Hold it at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like the ocean rushing on and off shore. You can blink your eyes open, and let's drop both knees to the right. And then to the left, and to the right. On your own, side to side, like windshield wipers. There's just certain things in yoga that feel super good, and this is one of them. It's like people have that look on their face when they do it. I could do this all day. We start to slow it down till your knees come to center, and then we hug them in with your arms. Let's take a happy baby. Take your arms split between the legs. You either hold the outer edges of the feet, or you can catch the backs of the knees, whatever's available. Notice if your bottom is popping up off the floor, try to sink the sacrum down. And then if you notice that your low spine is bubbling up, draw the belly to descend the lumbar. Hug the knees to the chest. Set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge. So for this one, you can interlace your fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. It's really your first back bend of the day. Think about scooping your tailbone forward and rolling the inner thighs down. Something I've noticed through the years is the days I don't feel like working out, I'm super unmotivated. I'm coming up with every mental excuse not to do it. I'm like, oh, you need a rest day. You know what? You probably should just chill out, lay in bed, take extra care of yourself by just 5 naps. But I notice when I'm in those states of mind and I push myself to go work out, even if it's just a little bit, I'll all of a sudden get motivation for everything else in my life. So they all go hand in hand. Take an inhale, lift the hips more than exhale, come on down. Hug the knees to the chest. Let's rock up and down till you get enough momentum that you're at seated. And once you're at seated, stretch your legs forward for a Dandasana. We're going to grab a hold of your butt, move your glutes back, move the bottoms of your thighs out. Inhale, reach your arms up, sit up nice and tall. Then exhale, hinge and fold forward. And since it's early in our practice, I don't expect you to go super deep, unless that's available for you. What we're trying to do is just enliven and reawaken the hamstrings a bit. And then from here you can sit up. Let's take your right foot and set it to the outside of your left knee. Right foot, outer left knee. Now take your right hand about 6 inches out from your tailbone, reach your left arm up, then hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee and twist. Dorsiflex the left foot, start pressing the left shin bone and thigh bone down. I also notice on days when I'm unmotivated, my mind starts to say, you know what, you probably shouldn't even cook. You probably should just order in. You probably shouldn't do any more work today. Not to mention those days are nice occasionally, but then you start to get into this spiral of every day going, let's just keep doing that. Let's come back to center. We'll switch sides. Extend the right leg out. Cross your left foot to the outer right knee. Set the left hand about 12 inches out from your tailbone. Let's reach your right arm up. Cross your right elbow to the outside of the left knee and twist. Sometimes you get those little adjustments that happen. Those high velocity, low amplitude adjustments. And then we'll come to center. Extend both legs out. Plant your palms in the ground by your sides. Fingers will point forward. Slide your hands back about 12 inches. Point your toes down, so plantar flexion. Inhale, lift the hips. Reverse plank. Start to spin the inner thighs towards the floor. Tailbone draws towards the heels. Triceps wrap back. Inhale, lift the hips more. Exhale, come on down. Cross one ankle over the other, then walk your hands forward. Let's come onto all fours, your hands and knees. Some of you guys will pop into it, some of you will shuffle into it. And then we'll tuck your toes, lift the knees, and find a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you want to pedal out the heels, shift your weight side to side, that's always nice. Get all the fidgeting out. And then we lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high in the left toes. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes. Scoot the left leg way back. Keep the left palm on the floor. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Twists. And take a moment just here to press the earth away with the left palm, creating space between the left trapezius and ear, and to lean your shoulder blades towards the left, so you're really expanding upon the right pectoralis muscle. Just let it all open. Now turn the right hand down, reach overhead. We're going to tuck your left toes. We'll pick up your left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Yep. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Let's step back to plank and let's lower through your first chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high on those right toes. And lunge the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg way back. Right hand's on the floor, left arm reaches up. So we're kind of leaning the shoulder blades to the right. And you should also let that left arm kind of drop back towards the right as well. So you're stretching all the skin and tissue on the left pectoralis muscle, collarbone area. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Tuck your back toes, pick up the back knee, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. We breathe. Now reach the left arm up. Left hand comes down, step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the left toes. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee, release the left toes again. Scoot the left leg back, but this time, reach your arms up to the sky. So I want you to take your right hand and set it either on your right hip or the floor to the right. And then you're going to lean your torso towards the right. So the left arm's reaching overhead. Yes. Some of us are like, can I reach the floor? And you test it out. You're like, oh, too early, and go back to the hip. Either one of those is good. With my little short arms, I'm never going to reach the floor. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twist. Get the elbows stacked. Get long through the sides of the waist, long through the sides of your neck, and then tuck your left toes, pick up your left knee, press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. If you want more, you can open the arms. This one's going to be a little more challenging. I want you to think full crescent and inhale, unravel, come all the way up, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back to plank and let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Let's bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high on the right toes. Lunge the left foot between the hands. We know the drill. We're dropping the right knee, releasing the right toes, scooting the right leg back, and then reaching to the sky. So we are either placing our left hand to our left hip, or you're going to let your left arm rest by your side and maybe reach towards the floor as you take the right arm towards the left, creating the lateral stretch. Let's come back to center, reaching to the sky. Take your hands at prayer, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And then we're going to tuck the right toes, pick up the right knee, press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. We're trying to clip that right heel on the back wall. And if you want more, you open the arms. Casey's like a professional at having a poker face the whole time. That's why these classes are always challenging. I want you to think crescent and inhale, come all the way up, power up, reach up, and exhale, hands come down. Let's step back, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Rise high in your toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Tadasana. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we got one more round of that, and then we'll take another detour. Let's come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That looks fantastic. Let's lift the right leg up. Let's bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high in the left toes. Lunge the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee. Release your left toe. Scoot the left leg back. And then come on up. Reach to the sky. We keep coming here, don't we? So we'll take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. And just let your thumbs rest at your sternum. We'll tuck your back toes. Pick up your back knee. And then tilt your torso forward. Warrior 3, left foot comes up. It's like that left foot catapults you into the posture. Stay heavy in the right big toe. Stay focused on the floor. Now interlace your fingers together at your sternum. Without touching your left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest, and then hug it in with the arms. As you pull the left knee close to the left pectoralis, the chest should lift a little higher. Keep the left knee where it is, reach your arms to the sky. Now kick the left leg straight. Think standing splits. Left leg goes back, both hands land on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands towards the right leg, get close, slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left. Cup the floor with the fingers, and then dip your chest towards that right shin bone. the left leg more. Exhale, set it next to right. Feet together. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step back to the top of a push-up. And let's lower to your belly. Pause here. Extend your arms back, palms face down. Lift your right leg up. Extend it further back, set it down. Left leg lifts, extend it further back, set it down. Now inhale, lift your chest, head, arms, and legs. You're balancing on your hips and pubic bone. Feeling your erector spinae, your paraspinal muscles, your multifidus muscles all activating. It's like the abs for your back. Bend the knees, reach back, catch your ankles, drive the shin bones back, lift the chest more. Notice if your knees are flailing wide apart. It's very common. I want you to bring your inner knees and thighs a little closer together. Take an inhale, lift a bit more. Then exhale, come on down. Place your hands where your short ribs are. Let's tuck your toes. Let's lift your knees. Pull in your belly. And let's press yourself to plank. Oh, then down dog. Oh. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes, lunge the left up between the hands, drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg back, reach to the sky. So we know where we're headed. We take the hands at prayer in front of the heart. We're going to tuck the back toes, we'll pick up the back knee. We tilt the torso forward. Catapult yourself into a warrior three, back foot lifts. Anchor down in that left big toe. Or as my grandfather used to say, hunker down. You got to hunker down in that left big toe. Interlace the fingers at the heart center. Without touching that right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest, loop your arms around the front of that right shin. Stand tall. Keep the right leg where it is. Reach your arms to the sky. Straighten the right leg forward. Let the legs burn. We want that right leg as high as it'll go. So at least the level of the hips. The tendency when I tell people to let go of the leg, it takes an elevator ride down. Standing splits. Right leg goes back, hands on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands close to that left leg. Maybe slide the left hand to the left, the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers. Work your chest towards the left shin. Let's inhale, lift the right leg more. Exhale, set it next to left feet together. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, just step back to the top of a push-up and pause in a plank pose. So before we get on our belly, we're going to do a little burst of energy here. Shoulders stay over the wrist. Take the right knee to your nose. Then switch left knee to nose. Then switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Little jog, a 20-second jog. It's not like I actually have a timer on me, but around there, 20 or 30 seconds. Slow or fast. I feel like we're about 4 seconds in. We'll meet in a plank. Oh, lean way forward, lower to the belly. Oh, goodness. Reach the arms back, palms face down. Right leg lifts, extends further back. You set it to the floor. Left leg lifts, you reach it back, set it to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, head, arms, legs. Bend the knees. Reach back, catch your ankles, drive the shin bones back, lift the chest more. Take an inhale, lift a little higher. Then exhale, set it all down. Place the hands under your shoulders this time. Find child's pose. Balasana. This is a good sign, isn't it? Let's come onto all fours. You can cross one ankle over the other, sit behind your feet, swoop your legs through to the front. Let's go forward, lay on your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees, set your feet on the floor. Rest the pinky finger sides of your hands on the mat by your sides. As you karate chop your hands into the earth, the hips should lift. Bridge. If you want a deeper back bend, take upward bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Take an inhale, lift a bit more, then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Let's take a reclining pigeon, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Right arm goes split between the legs, holds on to the left knee. The left arm goes around the outside of the left leg, holds it as well. Dorsiflex the feet. Switch sides. Untangle the legs, hug them in with the arms. Take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Look to the right, drop both knees to the left. Try to pull the right shin bone in line with the left shin bone. And we switch sides. And bring the knees into your chest. Let's hug them in with the arms. Place your forehead to your knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, into one little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You made it. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Davandam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Davandam Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavan Ishvare Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Priye. Together, take a big inhale through your nose, hold your breath. Let it go. Look at your fingers, your toes. Reanimate the body. eyes still shut, let's roll over to your right side. With your eyes still shut, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. Let's bow our head. Namaste.